Hey, what's up guys? John here. This is the best time to be an entrepreneur ever. We're stepping into not just the greatest wealth transfer in human history that is going to open a lot of new entrepreneurs to experience some of that wealth, but what we're also seeing just in the last 12 months is not just a massive crypto boom, not just a lot of attention towards NFTs and DeFi and the metaverse. We're seeing a whole new transformation in how people live, exchange ideas, and create businesses. What I think is going to happen very soon is what we're going to see more and more is that there's going to be more regulation on businesses in a lot of cities, and it's going to push people to being more creative. What I think is going to happen is that small mom and pop businesses that are online are going to be more prone to creating a YouTube channel, creating a social media presence, and also outsourcing their talent, their new hires, and support overseas through platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. They're going to do this, and what's ultimately going to happen, I believe, is that people are going to be able to start more profitable businesses. They're going to be able to reduce their overhead, and they're going to get more creative with building out products and services based on the future economy which we're stepping into. And this is going to give people a huge windfall of opportunity and capital to really take advantage of this massive wealth transfer. So massive opportunity is coming, and in this video I'm going to walk you through what I see happening in the very, very near future, the next 6 months to 36 months. I think all this is going to unfold. So please smash the like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube's going to share this content and educate more people as to what's really going on. Bill Gates made a prediction. He said within 2 to 3 years that we are all going to be doing our businesses, our meetings in the metaverse. You think about how much of a radical transformation that would be compared to what we were 2 years ago. I believe that's probably true. I think that most office meetings are going to occur in the metaverse. But if you think about how much potential the metaverse has, it's really unbelievable. And it's not just the metaverse. You know, we look at figures like over $100 million in real estate traded hands inside of a week, on first week of December. And last week it was reported that there's an architectural firm designing real estate in the metaverse charging $300,000 per project to build out digital real estate. 300 grand a project. Think about how profitable that is for that design firm. Now we start to see what is going to happen. I think is what we're going to see is we're going to see a lot more opportunity in the real estate space, no question, but also the advertising space is going to be huge. Because you think about the potential that Facebook had, pre-metaverse, they were doing their best to figure out who you were and to put ads in front of you to get you to make a buying decision. Well, the metaverse is essentially going to be able to plant so many seeds in your head without you knowing it of things that you should be interested in or will be interested in, and they're going to be able to sell you so much. They're going to be able to learn about your business that you're starting. It's unlimited, the potential here. But what I think is very likely to happen is that we're going to have more and more restrictions on business, the traditional model of business, coming very soon, and it's going to push people into this digital age. And that then could have a real implication as to people living more in the metaverse rather than in reality. Now, this is what Bill Gates is saying here, and I'm going to comment as to what I think. So Bill Gates says, within 2 to 3 years is what he's predicting. He said, within the next 2 to 3 years, I predict most virtual meetings will move from 2D camera image grids, which I call the Hollywood squares, although I know that probably dates me to the metaverse 3D digital, right? So within 2 to 3 years, he's saying that Gates believes that instead of physically meeting in an office space, we'll soon be able to use avatars to interact in a similar way, ideally using motion capture, spatial audio technology to make metaverse feel like real life. So you think about what that's going to do to almost all industries. Think Disney World and Disneyland. Think going to the movies, going to the amusement park. Think, going out with your friends, having a beer with your friends. All of this can be done through the metaverse. So what this could then do is suck out so much capital from the traditional economy, bring it into the metaverse, and there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be building out solutions for ways for you to spend your money through the metaverse. And this is going to, I think, continue to only progress more and more. And that's why what I think is very likely to happen here is when we see the economy, the traditional economy that we've been accustomed to in America, people start spending more money in the metaverse. I think that people are going to be more likely to downsize their quality of living because they're going to be so consumed with Meta. That's why I think right now having a digital footprint online, whether it be through YouTube, social media, your online businesses, is going to be so huge because you're going to be able to kind of parallel that, really push that brand forward to the metaverse. You're going to be able to push that opportunity forward into the metaverse. And I think that what then is going to happen, as Bill Gates is saying, people shouldn't assume that the quality of the software that lets you have the virtual experience will stay the same. The acceleration of innovation is just starting. One of the most exciting technological innovations already in development, according to Gates, is enhanced audio to supplement 3D virtual communications. One of the biggest improvements over what we use now is use of spatial audio, which speech sounds like it's actually coming from the direction of the person talking. You don't realize how unusual it is until you have a meeting audio only coming from your computer speaker until you try something else, he wrote. Google and motion capture gloves are all still necessary for enhanced 3D interaction. Gates' predictions come in the wake of both Google and Meta pushing back their 2022 return to work dates because of unpredictable variants, right? Spotify announced a permanent work from home anywhere program last February, allowing employees flexibility to choose where and how they work. So this is then going to bring, as I mentioned, so much opportunity to these corporations being able to, if you could work, if you're, let's say you're Seattle based and you're working for Microsoft, if you were working there and everyone's working from home, what difference would it make if you were working out of Seattle or from Nebraska or from Bangladesh? It would make very, very little difference. And it's going to give these corporations so much power to be able to outsource that talent. It also provides a lot more benefits, tax incentives. They can pay less wages. In addition, they don't have to comply with a lot of the new regulations and standards. There's going to be so much opportunity for outsourcing, Although most companies will likely use a hybrid approach, there's a good deal of flexibility around what exactly that approach might look like, Gates wrote. Gates added that we're at the very beginning of what is possible in a virtual working world because the pandemic challenged how we define what is essential to a working space. The pandemic has revolutionized how companies think about productivity and presence in the workplace, he noted. You'll be able to essentially buy a building, put a billboard on your building, and collect passive income from that billboard inside of your building. The same thing with offices, real estate. It's going to provide so much opportunity. That's why, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, but I think that this provides the huge windfall of opportunity for anyone with an internet connection. That's why it's an incredible time to be alive, an incredible time to be an investor. And what we're also going to be seeing here is we're going to see a lot more changes to real estate. We're going to see a lot more overall regulation in the way that traditional business is conducted. We're going to see, I think, more changes happen there, which then could also, it's going to then only just provide more and more opportunity for the new investor. So opportunity is coming around the board for all the people that are smart, educated, and aware. What do you think about the metaverse and all of what is changing? Drop your comments below and have a conversation down below. YouTube Success Blueprint. If you've enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into growing your YouTube channel and create passive income as a YouTuber, check out my YouTube Success Blueprint by clicking the link in the description below this video. One of the richest men in the world, Warren Buffett, once said, "Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out a bucket, not a thimble." I get the feeling that many men and women today are using thimbles instead of buckets. The truth is that we're in a huge wave of opportunity. I'm not suggesting that the current situation hasn't caused any financial damage to people's lives, because it certainly has. You may be one of those who have been fired, transferred, demoted, or had his assets repossessed. When looking up my own channel statistics on Social Blade, you can see that I was able to grow from a mere 11,000 subscribers to 120,000 subscribers in just 15 months. You could do this too, and I want to show you how. My YouTube Success Blueprint is a complete A to Z guide that teaches you the necessary steps in order to get your channel up and running within a few days. YouTube is an explosive avenue where you could earn thousands of dollars based simply on uploading videos and monetizing them for views. Think of a bridge with a toll on it. That is a video that's monetized on YouTube. It also serves a great channel to capture leads and potential new clients. Personally, I'm receiving roughly $30,000 per month in video views through Google AdSense just by people watching my videos on YouTube with 120,000 subscribers. This number is likely only going to grow as more and more people become accustomed to using YouTube. We have roughly 2.3 billion monthly users on YouTube, and I could see that number hit 3 billion in no time. To learn more about growing your YouTube channel and creating passive income as a YouTuber, register for my YouTube Success Blueprint by clicking the link in the description below this video.